Fashion is something that I think is absolutely vital to our ability to relate to each other, to understand who we are as people. It's something that we can change every day. We can really think about who we are and our moods and our context of the place that we are in. It's also a way to find other people that we want to connect to. So the signals that we give out to the world help us to relate to other people. It helps us to decide our culture and our society. So it's a really, really important mark of who we are. It's also something that is seen as very frivolous, and it's something that you see in the newspapers, etc., and it's something that's about celebrity. But fundamentally, it's about how we express ourselves. And it's an important part of our self-expression. I think over the last few years we have seen, they talk about the globalization of fashion, and what has changed very distinctly now is that you can go anywhere in the world almost and see some of the similar designs. But actually, even though you have a lot of mainstream fashion that might be sold in London or in, I don't know, Shanghai or wherever, there's also a sense of identity, of something you only find in those particular places. And for me, that's the side of fashion that's really exciting, because ultimately we are different in different places. Even the same person goes to another place and they want to wear different things because they want to fit into a different culture. So I think that there's a real distinction, as well as the fact that you can now come by some of the same things everywhere. Very interesting to see in the UK, you have lots of different cultures. And in some ways you're seeing an osmosis of particular styles that are maybe look partly European and partly Asian, and so you've got a mix. But on another level, you've got real distinctions because people want to represent their own cultures and want to look different and distinctive. And that can also cause changes, because you see particular cultures that are much stronger in the UK than they were maybe a decade ago. And so it's become more acceptable to wear that culture. You haven't got to hide it or pretend that you're not part of something or to fit in. You can feel proud of your own culture. Some people come to Britain and then change their code because they're in Britain, and because Britain is a place where it's quite free thinking. So somebody might be in one culture and feel they cannot wear something, and then they come to Britain and they can wear something because they feel as if there's a lot more variety, and you can be a little bit more bold and a bit more outrageous. The fact that London actually is a lot of different cultures living beside each other, and instead of it becoming something that looks very similar, you've got lots of distinctive cultures together, and in some ways they mix, and in some ways they remain distinctive. And I think that is really the incredible nature of particularly London. London is very different from some of the other parts of the UK. But certainly for London, the diversity of cultures is what makes the city what it is.